Hi, World Recapped here. Today, I'm going to explain a web series thriller film called Sex Life Season 2. Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. It was simple to believe that Sex Life Season 2 would not be released at one point. Although I haven't examined the causes of the lengthy break, it would have been prudent for Netflix to continue this story. After all, rapid excitement and broad appeal are hallmarks of the dramatic genre. One illustrated case is 365 Days. The second season of Sex Life comes at a strange time. During the almost forgotten pandemic, family and togetherness became paramount to people's lives. Monogamous relationships looked ideal over modern, polyamorous lifestyles. She is reminded of her past, notably her ex-boyfriend Brad, as her relationship with her husband Cooper, Mike Vogel, starts to disintegrate sexually. Adam Demos. When the aforementioned boyfriend reappears in her life, everything changes for the worst. In Season 2, Billy continues to look for her happy ending while dealing with the consequences of her misdeeds. Cooper is on a path towards self-destruction after realizing how unfit he has become for a single life. Brad tries to live a happy life apart from Billy but is unsuccessful, and Sasha, Margaret Adette, experiences the reappearance of an old flame. This is all the information you might need on the conclusion of Sex Life Season 2. Spoilers ahead. Prior to asking Brad to make love to her just before the first season closes, Billy goes to his house and informs him she is staying with her husband. The following episode kicks off the second season. Even though Billy and Brad begin to kiss, Brad soon breaks it off and admits that he has met a pregnant model named Gigi. Billy comes to Connecticut to speak to Cooper after realizing she can't keep this from him. But she finds out he already knows. When he installed a tracker on her phone, he saw that Billy had been to see Brad. They start co-parenting their children when he files for divorce, each spending 1 week with their son and daughter at their Connecticut home. Sasha persuades Billy to go out with her when she returns to the city following her book tour. And this is how she meets successful Iranian restaurator Majid. Billy is initially hesitant to date Majid, but she soon discovers that they have a lot in common. Both have defied expectations and made significant sacrifices to achieve their goals. Although Billy ended her marriage so she could be honest with herself, Majid abandoned his wealthy financial profession in Doha to open a restaurant in New York. However, as a relationship starts to develop between the two, Billy discovers that Brad is an investor in Majid's restaurant, and now she has to watch him build a family with someone that isn't her. Cooper allows his life to spin out of control in the meantime. His supervisor Francesca, Lee Jun-lee, who has been attracted in him since the first season, is the person with whom he first gets connected. Cooper quits his job and goes completely against his morals to work for a finance company that prioritizes profit after their relationship is exposed, and Francesca is fired as a result. But he finds no solace or relief from his grief or heartbreak in his connection with Francesca. Trina, Amber Goldfarb, and he almost have a sexual encounter before Hudson, his kid, walks in on them. Cooper and Devon nearly die on a wild ride on drink and drugs after the divorce is completed. In the season finale, Hudson goes missing while he is out with Majid. His panicking parents find common ground as they search for him and reach a mutual understanding. Does Billy end up with Cooper, Brad, or Majid? With Majid's arrival in second season, Billy's love life becomes even more tangled. Although Majid is considerate and courteous and appears to get along with Billy's kids, as the season goes on, their connection starts to fray. It quickly becomes clear that Majid and Billy are more alike than they are apart, and if Their connection persists. Billy will undoubtedly make the same mistake she did with Cooper. As Hudson vanishes and Majid's business nearly burns down, Majid comes to the conclusion that he is not really prepared to become a father. They eventually decide to break up because being in a relationship with Billy always means that her kids will be involved. In regards to Cooper, he admits to Billy that he has been in pain ever since they split up. Cooper begins to rehabilitate himself with the aid of his brother. He enrolls in group therapy and gains the ability to tolerate Brad's involvement in the lives of his ex-wife and kids. He meets up with Emily, his ex-girlfriend and the person who has always been the ideal match for him, towards the end of the season. Later, he tells Billy that he intends to propose to Emily. Although Cooper and Billy's relationship doesn't end with a happy ending, it does reach its own conclusion where they both are glad that they gave 8 years of their lives to each other. The entire story is centered around the fact that Brad and Billy are each other's lovers, as it is established early in the season. While Brad has a son with Gigi and makes every effort to forget Billy, their feelings for one another always linger. Brad eventually breaks up with Gigi after losing his business. Sasha extends an invitation to her wedding where he reconnects with Billy while he embarks on his own quest to reinvent himself. As the season comes to a close, Billy and Brad are married and she announces her pregnancy to Brad. For the two of them, life has come full circle, recovering all they lost along the road. Do Sasha and Cam end up together? Sasha has a new romantic interest this season. Her first love is Cam. He asked Sasha to travel with him to Stanford years ago after receiving acceptance. She agreed and accepted his marriage proposal at first, but her grandma eventually persuaded her otherwise. After that, Sasha put all of her effort into her schooling and work, becoming the successful psychologist and author that she is today. By supporting independent women enjoying what they want, when they want, with whomever they want, Sasha has established a name for herself. While Cam's reappearance in her life brings certain possibilities for the future, Sasha soon realizes that it directly contradicts her career trajectory, which, according to her new agent, requires her to be single. She struggles to balance the two aspects of her life. Sasha's grandma advises her not to follow Cam again this time, but she decides to go to Singapore with Cam because she understands that genuine independence comes from being able to make her own decisions. Cam confesses that he has chosen to stay in New York and be with her as Sasha arrives at the airport and informs him that she has made the decision to travel with him. They later get married and are present at Billy and Brad's wedding. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.